Hi children, today I am going to explain about ionization energy. Ionization energy. Simply it is written as IE. And one more name is there, ionization potential. Ionization potential. So that's why it is also write like this IP. IP. IE or IP. Simply ionization energy or ionization potential. Okay, sir. First, what is ionization energy or what is ionization potential? See this, all of you. See this, Nana. This is one atom. This is one atom. For example, this is sodium atom. How many electrons are present in sodium atom? Total 11 electrons are present. How many electrons present in outermost shell? Only one electron. Because sodium electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So 3s1 is the outermost electron in the sodium atom. So the last electron, we can remove last electron only from any atom. Any atom. So for sodium atom, we can remove 11th electron only. Without removing the 11th electron, there is no chance to remove the 10th electron, 9th electron, 8th electron or any electron. So we can remove 11th electron from sodium. For example, aluminum, 13th electron. For example, calcium, 20th electron, we can remove. That is the last electron. Okay, so now for removing this electron, some amount of energy is required. Without applying the energy, we cannot remove. For example, see this. See this skin. For removing this skin, you must be apply some energy. Okay. So we want some energy. Similarly, for removing the electrons, we want some energy. That energy is called ionization energy. Now write the definition, all of you. Ionization energy definition. Ionization energy definition is the amount of energy is required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit of a gaseous atom. Very interesting, this is gaseous atom. Sir, why are you mentioning gaseous state, sir? Yes, we can remove electrons or we can add electrons only in gaseous state. There is no possibility in liquid or solid state. That's why if any element, actually metals are present in solid state, we can convert that solid state into gaseous state. Then we can remove the electrons. Okay, sir. This is the condition. That's why. What is the definition, sir? The amount of energy is required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit of a gaseous atom. Gaseous atom. Okay, that is the ionization energy. One see this example of This is aluminum. This is aluminum. Okay, actually in aluminum, how many electrons are present, sir? In aluminum, 30 electrons are present outside. And how many protons are present, sir, inside? 13 protons are present inside. Now, remove the first electron. Remove the first electron means that is the last electron. Okay, last electron in aluminum. Just remove. So, we are removing the first electron means just it must be mentioned here IE1. 1 indicates here. I1 indicates first electron from aluminum. Then it is converted as Al plus 1. Plus 1 means losing one electron. Now, how many electrons are present, sir? Electrons are 12 now. But protons 13. Why protons are remain same in both aluminum and Al plus? We know that protons are present inside the nucleus. Electrons are present outside the nucleus. That's why we can remove electrons only. We can add electrons only. But we cannot touch the protons and neutrons. So, these protons number is same. Now we know that in atomic radius I clearly explained everything for you about nuclear charge. What sir? Aluminum contains 13 electrons and 13 protons. So outside 13 electrons are present, inside 13. So outside 13 electrons are present, inside 13 protons are present. Okay, so both sides same number, so both are dragging like this, so no use. But after removing one electron, outside 12 electrons are present, inside 13 protons are present. So the number is more, protons number is more comparing with the electrons. That's why the protons are dragged the electrons into the nucleus side, not into the nucleus. That is not impossible. Okay, so drag towards the nucleus. That's why size, actually after losing one electron, size will decrease. But we are expected size very less, means the decreasing more, size decreasing is more due to the protons are greater than electrons. Okay, that's why now you will try to remove the one more electron, that is IE2. Then Al plus is converted to Al plus 2. Okay, this IE2 is very greater than IE1. Why? Because number of protons are greater than number of electrons. Simply it is called nuclear charge. So nuclear charges increases. And now come to here. Al plus 2 means remove one more electron. Then electrons are 11. Protons are 13. Okay, now come to the next one. Now remove one more electron, IE3. Then it is converted as Al plus 3. And electrons are 10. Protons are 13. Sir, what about next one remove, sir? Hello. We can remove only 3 electrons from any atom. Because after removing the 3 electrons, the size is very small. And nuclear charge is very high. That's why. Listen, I'll ask you. First definition is IE1 definition. First definition, I given first definition, that is IE1 definition. Now IE2 definition. What is the IE2 definition, sir? First, what is this, sir? This is neutral atom, sir. This is neutral atom, sir. Because there is no charge. There is no positive or negative charge. But here positive charge is present. Then it is called unipositive ion. This is unipositive ion. And it is dipositive ion. Of course, that is tripositive ion. That is last one is tripositive ion. Okay, size it decreases from neutral to unipositive to dipositive to tripositive. So, what is the IE2 definition, sir? After IE1 definition, write the IE2 definition. Next, write this one, all of you. Okay, Randy? Right. So, IE2 definition. What is IE2 definition? Same definition, Anna. Minimum amount of energy is required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit of a unipositive ion. This is called IE2. Now write this one, all of you. Okay, Randy? Now IE1 is less than, IE2 is less than IE3. Why? Because shortcut. Because, write all of you. Number of protons are greater than number of electrons. And simply nuclear charges increases. That is the reason. Okay, next point. Delta H is equal to positive. So delta H is equal to positive means this is actually thermodynamic term. Don't bother about this one. Just this delta H is positive means that is energy is required. Yes, for removing the electron, energy is required. Okay, delta H is positive. Okay, now units. What type of units are used, sir? Electron volt per atom. 1 electron volt per atom. Actually, 1 electron volt per atom means 23.06 kilocalorie per mole. And this one is equal to 96.45 kilojoule. Okay, sufficient, please. Kilojoule per mole. So electron volt is 1 unit, kilocalorie per mole is 1 unit, kilojoule per mole also 1 unit. So these values are conversions. How can an electron volt is equal to 23.06 kilocalorie per mole, or 1 electron volt is equal to 96.45 kilojoule per mole. And one more is there, that is 1.60 into 10 to the power of minus 90 joule per atom. These are only units. Write down all of you. Now to MI. MI means most important. This is your RKS or special. Most important points. What is the first point, sir? Sir, ionization energy concept means 99% energy is required. Sir, what about 1%? In few cases. So always delta H is equal to positive. Delta H is equal to positive means energy is required. Okay, Randy? Now, so this is always positive. Ionization energy is always positive. But for anions, it may be delta H is equal to negative. This is one of the exceptional case. See the example. Be minus means anion. Negative charge is present. Anion. So this anion losing electron. Be plus E minus. It removes the electron. In this case, delta H is equal to negative. So delta H is equal to negative means what, sir? Energy is released. This is only 1%, only for some anions only shows this type of character in ionization energy. Okay, second point. This is very interesting, Nana. IE1 of A plus. IE1 of A plus means already A is converted to A plus here. But for A plus IE1 means remove one more electron. This is equal to IE2 of A. IE2 of A. Are you understand this point? Very interesting and important points these are. Actually, IE2 of A means what, Mama? IE2 of A means second electron. For removing 2 electrons from A, it is converted as A2 plus. Okay, ready? Now come to here. IE1 of A plus means what, sir? Already it is A plus. IE1 means remove 1 electron. So this is also converted as A2 plus. So in this case, for removing the 1 electron from A plus, for removing the second electron, IE2 indicates the second electron from A. Both are removing the same electrons. That's why same energy is required. One more, write down. IE1 of A2 plus is equal to IE1 of A2 plus is equal to IE2 of, expect what next? IE2 of A plus, this is equal to IE3 of A. Sir, IE3 of A means what, sir? IE3 means third electron. For removing the third electron means already A lost 2 electrons. After losing 2 electrons, we can remove the third electron, that is the IE3, third ionization potential. Okay, sir. So then it is converted to A plus 3. IE2 of A plus means what, sir? A plus it is remove IE2 means remove the second electron. So A plus remove 1 electron, A plus 2. Remove 1 more electron, A plus 3. So this is also conversion of A plus 3. IE1 of A2 plus, it is already A2 plus. IE1 means remove 1 electron. So it is also converted as A2 plus. So same electrons they are removing. in this case. That's why these values are same. Right. Now next one is in groups. In groups means in groups ionization energy, how it is changed. Simply sir, in groups from top to bottom atomic sizes increases. Atomic sizes increases. Atomic size increases means in down big size is present, up small size is present. So big size means the distance between the nucleus and outermost shell and outer last electron distance is big. So for removing this electron, how much energy is required? Very less amount of energy is required. But for up, small atom is there. Small atom is there means that electron is very near, very closest to the nucleus. So for removing this electron, more amount of energy is required. Because it is very closer to the nucleus, means more attraction towards the nucleus, that for removing that electron, more amount of energy is required. That's why in groups, ionization energy decreases. Why? Because atomic radius increases, nuclear charge decreases. Okay, Randy, this is the reason. Now, actually, if any group is given to you, we can write very easily. For example, for 1A group, what are the 1A group elements? Don't write hydrogen. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Don't write francium also. Francium is radioactive. So, this is the order for ionization energy. For 2A also same, but exceptional conditions are there. Exceptional. Sir, what is exceptional conditions are here? Third A group. Very, very important. Third A group. What are the third A group elements? Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. Okay, Andy? This is the third A group elements. Okay? This is thallium. Okay, sir? Yes. Now listen carefully. This is the periodic table. Periodic table. See this short form. Periodic table. Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Next one more element is present. The important and interesting point is boron, there is no problem. Aluminum, no problem. But for gallium, first time, 3D electrons are coming. 3D electrons are coming. So scandium to zinc. That's why here to here size is decreased. This is period. On period, atomic size or atomic radius decreases. Here to here decrease. Then gallium is coming. This is simply called due to the 3D electrons. This one shows different character. And also one more point. This is also very, very interesting. For thallium. First time this thallium in the lanthanide period. Here lanthanum is present. After lanthanum, 14 elements are present. After lanthanum, 14 elements are present. These 14 elements are belongs to this period. Right? So here size decreases. Next 14 decrease. Next this one decrease. Thallium is coming. So not only these d electrons, d orbital elements, these lanthanides also present. Due to the lanthanides, these lanthanides affects the size of all these. After lanthanum, these elements and also these elements affected by these lanthanides. That is called lanthanoid contraction. Okay, Randy? Right? That's why explanation is over. See this W, this is a trick. This is boron, this is aluminum, this is gallium, this is indium, this is thallium. It shows different because aluminum gallium shows different nature. Indium and thallium also shows different nature. Why? Gallium affected by 3D electrons. Gallium is affected by 3D electrons. This thallium is affected by 3D, 4D, 5D electrons, 5D electrons and lanthanoid contraction. This LC means lanthanoid contraction. Due to these two reasons, ionization energy shows abnormal behavior. Abnormal behavior means boron shows more. Next place thallium. Next place gallium. Next place aluminum. Next place indium. Why this thallium shows more ionization energy means this is the reason. Okay, why this gallium shows more ionization energy means this is the reason. Okay, Nandi? This is about third year group elements. Now come to the fourth year. What are the fourth year group elements? Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Tin, lead. Here also same character we observed. Same character we observed. What is that one, sir? Very simple. This lead also shows, this lead also affected by lanthanoid contraction. This lead also affected by lanthanoid contraction. That's why carbon, next to silicon, next to germanium, next to lead, last one tin. Last one is tin. This is the order, correct order. This is the correct order for 4K, this is the correct order for 3. And one more. Next, last variation. See this. This is 3D group. This is 4D group. Sorry, 3D series, 4D series. This is 5D series. Here 6D series is present. Okay, ready? 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. Okay, sir? 3D, we know that scandium, titanium, zinc. Here yttrium to cadmium. Here lanthanum to mercury. Here arcanum to incomplete. Okay, Randy? Okay, Randy? Right? You want big size? See this: scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, actinium. This is, we know very well. This is 3B. This is 3B group. Next one is 4th B group. Okay, scandium, titanium. Okay, ready? After this one, actually zirconium half member present. Okay, after lanthanum, lanthanoids are coming. Okay, so this is one group, this is one group. After lanthanum, all these elements are affected. I said, that is called lanthanoid contraction. So this is 3D, 4D. From 3D to 4D, sizes increase. But 4D to 5D, there is no change. There is no change. Why? Due to lanthanoid contraction. Because after lanthanum size decrease and coming decrease. That's why there is no change in the size. That's why ionization energy also, titanium to zirconium decreases. But zirconium to hafnium, due to lanthanoid contraction, 5D increases. What is the reason here? Lanthanoid contraction. That's why overall 5D series element shows more ionization energy. Next 3D, next 4D. From where to where? 4 being nothing but 4th to 12th group. 4th to 12th group. Here also one exception is there. That exception is scandium, yttrium, lanthanum. There is no lanthanoid effect. Here. That's why. See the order. Very interesting order it is. That is scandium, yttrium, lanthanum. There is no lanthanoid contraction on lanthanum because it is not belongs to lanthanoids. And this element is not affected by lanthanoid contraction. That's why this is the order for this group. But the remaining groups in 3D, this is the order. Okay, Andy? Right. Completed in groups. Next one, in periods. In periods, atomic sizes decreases from left to right. So sizes decreases means if sizes decreases, more amount of energy is required. So normal. So what happened? Ionization energy is increases. Why? Because atomic size decreases, nuclear charge or nuclear attraction is increases. This is the reason. But here also exceptional conditions are there. Listen carefully, all of you, Nana. First period, there is no problem at all. First period, no problem at all. The reason is first one is hydrogen, second one is the helium. Helium, 1s2, noble gas, stable electronic configuration, more amount is required. Sir, remember one point, stable electronic configuration. If any element has stable electronic configuration, more amount of energy is required than expected. Right, come to the second period. What are the second period elements? Boron, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Now identify actually according to this one, ionization energy increases. Ionization, don't write this point. Listen first. This is the expected order. From left to right, ionization energy increases. But the problem is, for example, before explanation that problem, for this one required, for example, 5 kilocalorie per mole. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. But few elements are stable here. This is outermost configuration 2s1. This is 2s2. 2s2 means one box contains that is completely paired. So stable. This is stable. And boron 2s2 2p1. There is no half filling or full filling. 2s2 2p2. There is no half filling, full filling. But 2s2 2p3 means p contains 3 boxes, each box is filled with each one electron. So this is half filling and it is also stable. Half filling, full filling. Oxygen 2s2 2p4. There is no half filling, full filling. 2s2 2p5. There is no half filling, full filling. Here 2s2 2p6. Yes, full filling. Okay, sir. Full filling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also stable. So stable electronic configuration is present means it requires more amount of energy than expected. That's why lithium to beryllium expected 10 on, but not 10. It is nearly reached to the 18. 18. Beryllium no problem, boron no problem. Means this order will be changed. Beryllium no. Next, here nitrogen 20 to 25 expected, but it is nearly reached to the 32 because half filling stable. So here also order will be changed. Again last is stable, of course not 40, 50 like that. So already this same fluorine is less than the neon. Okay, no problem. So this is the explanation, but I will give simple trick to you. Okay, Randy, see this. See the trick now. See the trick. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So which is stable, sir? Here beryllium is stable, sir. So change like this. Next one, nitrogen stable, sir. Write like this. Enough. Now write the order. Lithium, next boron, next beryllium, carbon, not nitrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, neon. This is the order. This is the order. Similarly, next one also, third period also same kind. Third period also. What is third period? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silica, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Okay, Andy? Right. Here magnesium stable. So this is here phosphorus stable. Oxygen. Argon. No problem. Now right. Sodium, aluminum, magnesium, silicon, sulfur, phosphorus, chlorine, argon. Yes, same order for fourth period also. Yes, in periods explanation also completed. Listen, Nana. Last one, factors. What are the factors affected the ionization energy? See this. Atomic size. AS means atomic size. If size is increases, ionization energy is decreases. That's why these two are inversely proportional to each other. Second one, screening effect. SC means screening effect or shielding effect. If screening effect is increases, atomic size also increases. Atomic size is increases, ionization energy is decreases. So these two are also inversely proportional to each other. Third one, nuclear charge. Nuclear charge, MC means. If nuclear charge is increases, atomic size is decreases. Atomic size is decreases. Sorry, if atomic size is decreases means ionization energy is increases, sir. That's why these two are directly proportional to each other. And fourth one, we know very well. Stable, EC means electronic configuration. Stable, if any element shows stable electronic configuration, requires more amount of ionization energy. I already explained to you. Last point, penetrating power. Penetrating power, if you take any shell. For example, if you take the fourth shell means M is equal to 4. This one contains 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. Which is very closest to the nucleus here? 4s is the very closest to the nucleus. Next to 4p, next to 4d, next to 4f. And one more point, small sizes, big size, bigger, very big. That's why penetrating means towards the nucleus, which one moving very fastly, that is the s orbital, next p orbital, next d orbital, next f orbital. So this is the order for sp/df. Next one and last one, which element shows highest ionization energy in the periodic table? Helium. Why? It is stable, it contains stable electronic configuration and very small element with that stable electronic configuration. That's why helium. Which element shows least ionization energy? Cesium, because bigger in size. Okay, ionization energy concept is completed. Thank you very much.